Well, first of all, I had a I had a good tour. I was able to look at the different departments that we'll be having here. The whole purpose of this reconstruction and retrofitting is to ensure we have a better workflow and a more efficient use of the current space that we have. And we are expecting that within a month and a half, that this facility will be back up and running, and the patient flow and so forth would be much better. Persons from the community, when they come to use this facility, would realize that there would be a new accident and emergency area. They would also have a new outpatient area. The pharmacy would be much bigger and be able to accommodate more people and faster processing of the medications that people would need to receive. And of course, we are enhancing the surgical, maternal areas and all the other services that a hospital would be providing. This hospital is part of a concept that is called Smart Hospital Concept. And this is something that has been promoted actively in the European Union and more particularly in the UK. We have received funding from DFID, and so DFID in combination with the government of Guyana have set aside the monies to be able to rehabilitate this particular facility. This is just one of 5 facilities that we'll be rehabilitating. So we have this Diamond facility, we have Lenora, we have Mabaruma, we have Letem, and Paramakotoy. So these are the 5 facilities that we'll be making sure that they become smart hospital. The whole concept of smart hospital is to ensure that the buildings themselves have structural integrity and you have better workflow and patient flow in these environments. And also, what is also very important is that we are utilizing renewable energy. And so this particular facility, when we finish, you would see the installation of solar panels, and most of the lighting and power structures and so forth would be run off of solar. We'll of course have other energy sources backup, but we want to make sure that they're smart and that we're utilizing or we're leaving a smaller carbon footprint with our hospitals. I think once we have successfully completed these 5, it would act as a model so that we can look at other hospitals across what the ministry would have in its portfolio. I know an assessment of about 110 other facilities were done under this project, and so we will, in future, when we are doing infrastructure works, we'll want to follow those guidelines. So I think it's a pioneering project in a lot of ways, and we want to extend the government of Guyana's gratitude to DFID and of course to the Pan American Health Organization, who in this instance is serving as the implementer, so they have oversight. But of course the ministry are the ones who ultimately would be responsible for these facilities. So it was a good morning, very productive, and we were able to have a better appreciation of the work that is being done. And we had some words with the contractor about the need to expedite it, because we know a lot of people on the East Bank, they depend on this particular facility for their services, medical services that is. And so he has assured us that they will complete in the time schedule, and from what I've seen here, they've been working assiduously to make sure that that happens.
Minister, with the smart hospitals project, will these hospitals that will be part of it, will they be focused on accommodating COVID-19 patients?
We have, they would have the ability, if anybody come in and they have COVID-19, that they'll be able to work with them. COVID-19, because it's an infectious disease, we want to ensure that they do not contaminate or cross-contaminate other patients in the facility. And so one of the things that we have put into this hospital is an isolation room. So persons who are suspected to have COVID would be placed in that isolation room while we process them. And if we determine clinically that they have COVID-19 and would have made that laboratory diagnosis, then we can move them to another area right in this compound where they can be properly isolated, because we have an isolation facility right here in another section of the compound that deals with COVID-19 patients.